Now, football's had a lot of bad press this week, so how about a couple of positive stories to finish? Remember, we've seen clubs take the lead on all sorts of social issues, keeping children active, providing meals in communities, tackling racism and homophobia. Another challenge for them to take on is climate change. One of the first to step up to the plate is non-league side Hanwell Town, who signed up to the UN Sport for Climate Action Agreement and are proving you don't need to be a European Super League candidate to make a difference.
Climate change, an issue on a global scale, something some could find too daunting, but not this non-league side.
You know, we want to show that you don't need to be owned by an eco-warrior, you don't need to be owned by a billionaire to be able to, to have the resources or the initiative to be able to make a difference.
This year, Hanwell Town decided to sign up for the United Nations Sport for Climate Action Framework, an initiative to try to help sport become carbon neutral. They joined the likes of Forest Green Rovers, as well as Premier League sides, including London neighbours Arsenal and Tottenham. But playing in the Isthmian League South Central Division, they are one of the first at their level.
I think it's something that a lot of fans, increasingly so, want to see clubs taking this sort of role and clubs being proactive in tackling climate change and becoming more sustainable. I think increasingly that people will want to see their own values reflected in what their football club is doing. Once next season begins and whenever that may be, fans start to be able to come back to the ground, the match day experience will be quite different and a more sustainable experience. So we recently did a survey of fans on Twitter and found that almost a quarter of fans would want vegetarian or vegan options on the menu on match day, which is something that we didn't have an awareness of before.
With the support of their board, the club has already been getting to work on projects including upgrading their pitch irrigation system to Premier League standard.
Those projects really, they're climate resilience projects because they're setting the club up to be able to adapt and be more resilient to extreme weather events. That's a real issue for all football clubs. Extreme weather events is increasingly becoming an issue and something that is leading to more and more to postponements and cancellations.
Like many in football over the past 12 months, Hanwell Town too have seen just how much of an impact football can have both in the community and globally.
The role that football's played recently in tackling discrimination and inequality, like football's such a powerful force and it's so embedded into the community that this is such an important issue that football does need to become part of the solution to.
Whilst the team tried to take the lead on the pitch, taking the lead in the fight against climate change off the pitch could be just as important. Nicola, BBC News.